Thank you for your interest in the Masters of Leadership with a concentration in Student Affairs in Higher Education program, fondly referred to as SAHE, at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. I am Dr. Patty Wachowski, SAHE Program Coordinator and a faculty member in the program. Throughout this introduction, you will learn about the highlights of the SAHE program and how your academic, co-curricular, professional, networking, and practical experiences in the program will prepare you to effectively and responsibly serve students and institutions of higher education. You will also hear from SAHE alumni who will share their experiences in the program as well. The SAHE program is a 30-credit-hour master's degree program structured to meet the needs of both full-time professionals pursuing their degree, as well as students working part-time or in graduate assistantships while pursuing the program. Most courses meet on Saturdays in a condensed one course at a time format, which allows SAHE students the opportunity to focus on their professional responsibilities during the work week. The coursework has been developed in accordance with the Council for the Advancement of Standards Master's Degree Preparation Program guidelines and aligns to prepare graduates to meet the professional competencies developed by ACPA and NASPA, the leading professional associations for student affairs educators. Please see the coursework plan on the SAHE website for details about the coursework.
It was really exciting each and every day that I had the opportunity to work with students on campus, and during those interactions I was able to immediately apply what we were covering in the classroom to the student situation, whether it was a learning situation that the student was going through or perhaps a professional growth opportunity for myself to lead the student through the rest of their journey.
Students choose one elective in the program, either Culturally Responsive Practices, which focuses on developing students' cultural competence and ability to lead in an increasingly diverse world, or the International Study of Higher Education course, which is offered every other year and includes a short-term study abroad experience as we visit institutions of higher education outside of the U.S. and experience cultural and educational differences. Please see the SAHE website for information about past and future locations, as well as dates, costs, and registration information for the upcoming course.
I went on the study abroad trip in 2015. We traveled to Italy, where we went to Florence, Rome, and Venice. All really three amazing cities in Italy, to study the education system in Italy. I think the really interesting part of that trip was kind of connecting with the humanity of people and the kind of overarching themes of education and student affairs that kind of connect us across borders, but then also kind of seeing how people in different countries approach similar problems that we are approaching here. There are different solutions, they're kind of same solutions that they have. It was really interesting to see that, and then also just to use that experience to kind of connect with the issues that we're having here and the kind of student affairs issues that are cropping up nationally in the United States. So.
The program is intended to be completed in 2 years, beginning each fall in a cohort-based model. However, there is flexibility to extend the program beyond 2 years based on individual student needs. The culminating components of the coursework are a 100-hour practicum experience in a functional area of your choice at an institution of your choosing. Students have completed their practicum experience at campuses in the area, including UCCS, Colorado College, the United States Air Force Academy, Pikes Peak Community College, Colorado State University Pueblo, and others. To assist our students with locating practicum sites, we have pre-existing agreements with many of our partners across the region, which can be found on the SAHE website. Students also complete a portfolio demonstrating how they have met the foundational studies, professional studies, and supervised practice components of the curriculum. Information about the portfolio can also be found within the program handbook on the SAHE website.
So upon entering SAHE, I knew that I wanted to work in admissions. It was something I was always very interested in. Accessibility to college was something that was very personal to me. I knew that I would need experience upon leaving SAHE in order to actually obtain a career within that field. And what SAHE brought me was a professional network of admission counselors. What was great was during my first semester in the program, a bunch of panelists came in to speak to us, and I was able to connect with a couple of them that worked within admissions, specifically one within the town that I lived in. And we grew a mentorship relationship, and he eventually offered me a graduate position within his admissions office at a private institution in order to complete my practicum.
Professional development sessions for SAHE students are provided on topics such as how to succeed as a graduate student, resume and cover letter writing, how to make the most of conferences, preparing for the job search, and presenting at professional conferences.
So one of the things that drew me into the SAHE program was the opportunities for professional development outside of the classroom. We did things such as mock interview night. The SAHE program sponsors students to go to conferences each year so that they can network with other professionals in the field and get to know what employers are really looking for in candidates. And that really helped me, once I graduated from the program, continue to network with those people and connect with colleagues in the field.
We have also sponsored nationally recognized speakers related to the topics of developing cultural competence and ethics in student affairs. When possible, the program provides financial support to students attending professional development opportunities. Recent opportunities provided have included attendance at the College Personnel Association of Colorado Careers in Student Affairs Institute in the fall, annual conference in the spring, and road trip to higher education related entities in Fort Collins in the summer, as well as the SAHE travel tour to institutions in the Southwest. We consistently seek out unique opportunities for students to engage with others in the field, to learn from their expertise and obtain relevant information about current and emerging issues. Our diverse student population includes students working in the field full-time, those working outside of higher education full or part-time, as well as students seeking the opportunity to pursue a graduate assistantship or part-time work while in the program. In collaboration with UCCS and other campuses in the area, graduate assistantships and meaningful part-time work experiences are available. Opportunities are located on the SAHE website as they become available and are typically posted in the spring and summer for the upcoming fall. Positions are open on a rolling basis, and applying early to the program allows for best consideration. Students who have been accepted to the program can also request a guest access code from the SAHE program coordinator to the online listing of student employment opportunities. Graduate assistant and part-time employment compensation varies based on the position and campus, but all include an hourly wage or stipend. Some may also offer tuition remission, housing, or meals, depending upon the nature of the position. It is typical for students in the SAHE program at UCCS to accept admission to the program and find employment later in the spring or summer before starting coursework in the fall. Obtaining practical experience as a full or part-time employee is key to success in future job searches post-graduation, as the field of student affairs is a practically based profession.
Working in multicultural affairs as a grad assistant really connected to what I wanted to do as a professional. What I was learning in the classroom, I was able to immediately connect that to the work I was doing as far as developing new programs, working with students. Student development was huge. And because of that, I was able to gain some really good practical experience. I was able to build some really great relationships with people across campus. And because of those connections and those experiences and what was learned in the classroom, being in the SAHE program, that definitely put me in an advantage to be in a good position for career opportunities after the program. And definitely, if it wasn't for that grad assistantship experience, I wouldn't have been as prepared as I was. I think that I had a really nice transition into my career path afterwards, and I owe that all to the SAHE program.
So working on campus was extremely beneficial in helping me make connections with people on campus, with having a chance to really understand the culture of the campus and the culture of higher education really in general, to take a lot of what we were learning in class and see how it's operationalized on a larger scale. And so It was great to get a chance to work on campus. I worked in several different departments. I had a chance to teach freshman academic strategies course. I worked in academic advising as a peer advisor. And then I also had a chance to work on a grant for the chancellor, so really getting a chance to see both the teaching and the research component of the campus, as well as how students are supported when they're here.
SAHE program graduates have seen tremendous success in obtaining full-time professional positions and admission to doctoral programs. Graduates are employed throughout the country in positions such as residential life coordinators, admissions representatives, program managers, assistant directors, and academic advisors. For professionals working in the field, they have seen growth opportunities in their current positions and organizations upon completing their SAHE degree. The program honored our 100th graduate in spring 2016 and are fortunate to have an extensive alumni network across the state and country to assist students with locating professional opportunities and mentorship. If you are still interested in the SAHE program, and I hope you are, the application is located online with the required components. There is a 2.75 minimum GPA requirement, but GRE scores are not required for admission. For best consideration and opportunities related to graduate assistantships and part-time employment opportunities, please apply by the January 15th deadline. If you have questions after watching this introduction that you would like answered prior to submitting your application, please contact the UCCS College of Education Student Resource Office to schedule an appointment for a phone or in-person conversation with the SAHE program coordinator. If you do not have additional questions, feel free to submit your application. Once your application is complete, you will be interviewed in person or over the phone based on your preference. There will also be time during the interview if you have additional questions about the program or employment opportunities. If you are interested in scheduling a campus visit to attend a class before or after you have been accepted for admission, please contact the SAHE program coordinator directly. Thank you for your interest in the SAHE program at UCCS. For more information referenced in this introduction, please see the SAHE website. Quarterly newsletters are also available online to access the most current news for the program. The continued growth of the program and UCCS campus, unique professional development opportunities, and strong partnerships on campus and with neighboring campuses ensure you will develop the knowledge, skills, abilities, and networks to successfully obtain a professional position in higher education.